Dr. Poonam Khetrapal Singh, Regional Director WHO CRO, Excellency Ministers, Ambassadors, Executive Director of UNAIDS, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste. At the outset, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge community members, people living with HIV. I would also like to commend all the frontline health staff and community health workers who are working tirelessly and boldly to address COVID-19 and ensuring continuity of essential health services in HIV. This World AIDS Day has significance for two reasons. First, we are all fighting a silent war to overcome the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. We have acted swiftly and introduced several measures in response to the pandemic. Ensuring continuity of other essential health services is a cornerstone of this response. The Government of India has prioritized service continuity, issued a series of advisories to ensure minimal or no disruption of essential health services, including for HIV. Yet, it is important to understand that the pandemic is far from over. Hence, the theme chosen by WHO for this World AIDS Day, Global Solidarity, Resilient Services, has even more relevance this year. As we say in India, Vasudhaiv Kudumbakam, the concept which exalts the entire world as one family. Such a global challenge indeed requires a response founded in solidarity. COVID-19 is not the past, it is the present, and we must be resilient and determined in making sure that no one is left behind as we fight to control the pandemic and protect lives. Second, as part of the political declaration on HIV and AIDS by member states at the UN General Assembly in June 2016, the world committed to the 2020 fast-track targets. The Global Health Sector Strategy for HIV was adopted by member states at the 69th session of the World Health Assembly, spanning a duration of 2016 to 2021. It is time to take stock of where we are in 2020. I understand that UNAIDS and WHO will be reporting back on behalf of the member states on achievements to date and what we are not able to achieve. We are at the cusp of defining our course of action for a post-2020 agenda for HIV, and we must learn from our challenges and seek out new opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you some information on the situation in India. The AIDS response in India has been guided by evidence-based strategic plans ever since the inception of the National AIDS Control Program. The National Strategic Plan 2017 to 2024 maintains the focus on achieving the 95-95-95 targets by 2030. The program has continuously updated the operational guidelines and service delivery according to evolving evidence. With the fourth phase of the NACP in progress, the impact of India's AIDS response has been clear. By 2019, the estimated new HIV infections in the country have declined by 37% since 2010 and by 86% since reaching the peak of the epidemic in 1997. India's prevention program and the rapid scale-up of treatment services, including Treat All approach, have been global good practices. India has world's second largest antiretroviral treatment program with 1.3 million people on free ART. Building on to the success of India's HIV prevention model and treatment scale-up, and being cognizant of the fact that complacency could lead to setbacks, NACO has been reviewing and rolling out areas of innovations and programmatic acceleration. Innovations are required to address the changing dynamics of the epidemic as well as socio-cultural and other transitions. India has already piloted pre-exposure prophylaxis using ARV drugs as an additional prevention tool for key populations who are at higher risk. The operational aspects of how to integrate this into the program is being reviewed. The rapid scale-up of internet bandwidth and mobile phones offer tremendous opportunities. The program has already started efforts to define a methodology to estimate the number of people among key populations who can be reached in the virtual world. COVID-19 has taught us important lessons on how to work and influence virtually, and we must apply that for making our programs more successful. This will help key populations who are otherwise considered hard to reach to access information about prevention in general and information about services. The program is now reviewing local evidence and other factors to include HIV self-testing as one of the different approaches in HIV testing services. The program has already adopted community-based testing services to complement the extensive network of facility-based testing services. NACO is strengthening its strategic information infrastructure and reporting systems. Initiatives such as SOCH will not only provide people-centric, IT-enabled, and integrated information systems with embedded supply chain functions, but also ensure that real-time data is made available at all levels to better monitor and improve the program further. Finally, COVID-19 has taught us several lessons in terms of ensuring continuity of services. The use of telemedicine services, multi-month dispensing of ARV drugs to people living with HIV, take-home doses of drugs for people who inject drugs, who are stable on opioid substitution therapy, and community-based and other differentiated service delivery mechanisms are some of the prominent examples. Based on the specific state-level context, some of these measures could continue in a post-pandemic world as well. I am confident that innovations such as the ones mentioned here will help us further in ensuring resilient services for HIV. The importance of putting people at the center of all these cannot be forgotten at any stage. Government of India has an overarching motto of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, which promotes inclusiveness and equity principles in all aspects of development, including health. People directly affected by HIV, including key populations, must always be at the forefront. Sustaining, innovating, and accelerating our efforts along these lines will further enhance India's and other countries' course towards the new 2025 targets that will succeed the 2020 targets. Working in global solidarity, I am sure we can collectively achieve the target of ending the AIDS epidemic as a public health threat for all people by 2030. Thank you.